turn now. Okay, we're going to switch gears. We've got something that is just coming in here to the Live Impact News studio. It looks like the family of Andy Tench is speaking right now. There have been some developments in court. A little background: Andy Tench is a Belmont man, went missing, and there is another man who is accused of essentially dumping his body in the trash, and there are some other charges for which this man is standing accused of. But we want to listen now to the family because they're speaking. This is Andy Tench's family once again.
You should be held accountable, and I do not believe that with the prior case, these charges should not be wrapped into Andy's case.
The burglary charge.
The burglary charge should not be wrapped up into Andy's case. And we cannot call that plea deal justice for Andy. So today we're grateful that the judge has rejected the plea.
They withdrew it.
Along with the state withdrawing the plea. So we are hoping that this is another step forward in the right direction of getting justice for Andy.
Let's, obviously cameras weren't allowed in the courtroom.
Yes.
So after you read that, what was that what did you hand the judge?
Yep. So after I read my statement, we had printed off everyone's signature, which included over 6,200 signatures to petition the DA's office, CMPD, court, whoever, to go search that landfill. If Andy was truly thrown in that dumpster, that's where he's at. And we deserved the justice. And if that was their family, they would be out there in a quick minute.
And so we want him back.
We want him back. We deserve him back.
So there was the petition for the landfill, but there was another petition too, right?
Yes.
One Curtis started.
There was another one that Curtis, family friend, started to petition the court to, again, reject the plea deal today, in which they did. So we are very thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that have stepped up, signed that petition, both of them.
Yes.
We feel like that did have a part in this case.
Which leads me to my next question, and Tracie or Natasha can answer this. I was watching you all as you handed the letters and the petitions, and then the judge asked to go out to read them, take a 15-minute recess, and then calls the two attorneys out.
Yes.
Was there anything that happened today that gave you an indication that things may go differently?
I thought that was a good sign.
What?
Whenever they went back there and then they came out and they brought the defendant out and his lawyer sitting there talking to him before anything said, I was imagining that was them telling him that they weren't going to take the plea. And
Go ahead.
And Lindsay said this is unprecedented. It's never happened before. So we don't know where it's going to go from here.
Meaning a plea deal being rejected twice?
Twice. Back to back.
Yeah, and she said it's unprecedented. She don't know if it'll go to trial, if they'll come back with another plea offer. But whatever they do, if we don't think it's just for Andy, we will be there to speak for him.
I also have a comment.
Go ahead.
I also feel that the landfill being searched would take any kind of doubt of this being the truth, that Deshaun has said that this is what happened versus something else could have happened.
So you're saying that it would remove all doubts if they were to just
search the landfill,
yeah, we still look.
That would give us 100% knowledge that he is in the landfill, and what Deshaun said about disposing of his body would be the truth. Otherwise, if he's not found in the landfill, he could be disposed of many other places, meaning something else happened.
Tracie, I know you've researched this a lot. Has too much time passed? Search the landfill?
No, absolutely not. I spoke with Tyler Fitzgerald, me and my sister. He's the manager of Anson County Landfill. We spoke with him probably about 10 months ago, and it was like pulling teeth to get him to admit. He's talking about how hard it would be, how long it would take, but he finally admitted that yes, Andy could be recovered, that they had already determined, Gaston County Police, Detective Ting had already determined the exact 150 foot by 200 foot area, and Tyler Fitzgerald said he's about 20 feet down, and they had moved operations. So yes, he can absolutely be recovered.
So, thinking next steps, the judge said he did not feel comfortable moving forward with this plea agreement. As you just mentioned, you don't know if that means they're going to bring back another plea agreement or if this is going to go to trial.
He dismissed the arraignment today.
Come step forward for me.
He dismissed the arraignment. So they're going to have to file new charges and refile charges against the defendant today.
Are you an attorney? I'm just
No, sir. No, sir.
Very close to it.
So, but let me ask this: what in reality, since you researched this, what do you think they need to come back with as far as charges, length of sentence?
The charge,
Take him to
the
trial.
original charge that they had, that the arraignment was on today, that the defendant was charged incorrectly. He was charged with a Class I felony.
For the
He
failure.
should have been charged with a Class D felony. The difference in that is that Class I felony means that the defendant died of natural causes. The Class D felony carries 7 more years sentencing, meaning that it was any other death other than natural.
So you all are calling for a more severe felony charge?
Yes.
Yes, and more. We're wanting it to go to trial. We're wanting the burglary thing put back with its own DA.
Sever it away from the case.
From
That has
Andy's.
nothing to do with Andy.
Yeah, and prosecute him on
search.
all charges and get that
That
landfill
case
searched.
that case that they are putting with Andy's case is the same case that was continued on March the 18th, and then he turned around on March 25th and decided Andy should be thrown in the dumpster.
And Deshaun does have charges in another county that are pending, that he hasn't even went to court.
He's 27 years old and got a very lengthy criminal history, and he's shown, I think Curtis looked it up, it's like 7 or 9 plea bargains Mecklenburg County District Attorney's Office has given him. And he's shown time after time, they're slapping him on the wrist, he's going to go do something else. Now he took my son, her brother, nephew, his brother, family, friends, everything. And, we want justice. And to me, justice for Andy would be him to get fully prosecuted and the correct charges filed against him. We're wondering, why did they never charge him with abuse of a corpse?
Not to mention, he's shown over the years that his crimes are getting more and more severe every time.
And
If he
lots of
gets off with
violence.
this, it's going to be another family, another day.
Yeah.
Any message for the judge?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to hear me speak. And I know some of us had some pretty lengthy letters. So thank you for taking that time to step away and read those and take into consideration of what we had to say and some of the circumstances around the case.
And how we feel, how we felt about that plea.
Is there anybody else that wants?
I mean, just a quick
step
statement.
forward.
Yeah, just I think that this has been very hard for all of us because, from the start, we're going off of a criminal's confession. We don't have Andy's body. Nobody has even went out to Anson County landfill to search the places where, anywhere. The dumpster at Country Inn Suites, we don't even know if there was a cadaver dog over there. We're just going off of Andy got put into a dumpster. Andy got dumped into a landfill. You guys need to, just
Accept it.
accept it,
Yeah.
which we're not doing because it just doesn't seem right.
It's not.
Something's being hidden up. Somebody's
Somebody
lying.
dropped the ball and
But another
I just
thing
think-
is
I
that
don't wanna say
Charlotte
his name.
Mecklenburg Police Department They're not even investigating the case anymore.
He admitted he had help disposing of Andy's body. They never went and looked for anybody else.
And
When
the
we would
story
call-
keeps changing,
Yeah,
too.
when we would call and tell Detective Bonaparte something we knew, he just blew it off. Oh, well, da-da-da, you know, go
And
investigate.
we can't get a search done with cadaver dogs unless if the police request the dogs.
Yeah,
We can't
The
request them.
landfill said they would be 100% cooperative, or whatever the word is, with the police department. They didn't want to let us do a personal search because of liability. But if the police would go, get all the volunteers, I'm sure we got lots of people, you know, and I don't care if it takes months, years, what. I want to know if my son's there. If he is, I want him out of there and a dignified exit from this life, not a landfill. He's not trash.
Can I get each one of you to say and spell your name if you spoke?
Yeah.
Tracie Blanton, TraciBlanton.
Curtis Nance, Curtisnance.
And you're a family friend?